video description. Basically, this video is going to be about the time that I got into my first fight where I had to pull up on somebody and rag tag her. So as you may know, if you guys watched the last video, if you haven't, so make sure that you guys watch that last video, the time that I said that I lost my virginity. The thing about me, I don't never like to fight over no boy, but at the time I was young. I was more like the cool kid in school. I was very funny. I was very more so like the class clown in a way. So like I really never had a problem fighting. I never was really into fights like that, but I did have fights because, you know, people didn't like me. Of course, the people that I was hanging around, we were like the popular crew. So, you know, it'll be people hating on the popular crew. I'm not gonna say her name because she doesn't deserve any publicity. But this girl had added me on Facebook. And at this time, I was dating my boyfriend. So she knew that me and my boyfriend were dating. Like, we were very public about like us dating, you know what I mean? Like, we would take pictures and everything. She added me on Facebook. And I just felt like when she added me, I felt like it was like not genuine because like at the end of the day, I didn't know this girl from a hole in the world, but I just felt like it was weird because like we didn't have any mutual friends, you know what I mean? Like, you know, she kept liking my pictures and you know, she was a pretty girl. I would never not say that she was not pretty, but at the end of the day, it was just weird. We should hang out. Now, this is what she's saying, right? She's talking about, oh, we should hang out, all this extra stuff. And you know me, I don't really like to meet new people. So when she was like, oh, you know, we should hang out and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't really take no, like no meaning to that because I knew for a fact that we weren't gonna hang out because it's like, girl, I don't even know you like that. You know what I mean? It was one day and my gut feeling was telling me that my man was cheating. And I feel like you know when your man is cheating. I just had that gut feeling. I just felt like, you know, things were moving rocky. Like the way he would act, like the way he was moving, I felt like he was cheating. One day, me being me, he was asleep. And I always knew his password to his iPad, but I never knew the passcode to his phone. How you are with your boyfriend, you chilling, you relaxing or whatever. And I just so happened to look over and I saw that he put the passcode in. And me, I remember addresses, I remember passcodes, any type of password. He goes to sleep. I put the passcode in. Facebook is still open. So he was dumb for having Facebook open. I see this chick. So in my mind, I'm like, this is the same girl that just added me not too long ago talking about she want to hang out and like, you know, my picture talking about I'm pretty. So now me being me as a Virgo, I'm putting two and two together like, wait a minute, because I used to see her statuses all the time and I always used to be like, who's she always talking about? Like, you know, you got that one friend or that one person that you have on social media that like it's always some type of drama with them. She was one of those. So I'm just like, oh, like who's she talking about? Like, you know, why is she always getting into something? She's a pretty girl. Mind y'all, the whole time she's talking about me. Like, I'm putting it all together in my mind and I'm like, oh, so she's talking about me and she's trying to mess up my man. So what's the first thing you gonna think?
Beat this whole ass.
Number one, you played in my face. Like, you added me as a friend to say I was pretty and then you went and tried to link my man. Like, that's the most disrespectful thing you can ever do to somebody. And then on top of that, it's like, sweetheart, you knew for a fact that me and that boy were talking.
She want to put shows on for Facebook. I already see that she put shows on for Facebook. So I'm not the type of person to put shows on for social media. I put shows on in person. I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth with you on social media. If you want to fight, we're going to fight, and that's on period.
I took this boy's iPad. Now, mind y'all, I knew the password to his iPad, but he was still logged into Safari, and Safari will get you in trouble, boo, because he was still logged in through Facebook. He never had signed out. I never gave him a chance to sign out because I took the iPad. So the only reason I took the iPad is because if I took the phone and he woke up, he would have known that his phone was missing. He would have known something was up. Like, no, I took the iPad because that's not the first thing he would have went for. The first thing he went for when he woke up was that phone. Next day, I'm like, oh, I'm leaving. Call my best friend at the time. I'm like, yo, house. Like, I gotta find out where this girl lives. Like, I want to fight her. Like, so my friend like, all right, bet. End up meeting up, whatever the case may be. And my friend like, oh, so what you want to do? I'm like, I gotta get her. My friend like, oh, write her through Facebook. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write her through Facebook. So I'm writing her from this boy's page. Mind you, he is so dumb. He is so dumb. Oh, I'm about to come pull up on you today. So her dumb ass is like, oh, okay, yeah, I've been wanting to see you. So that was confirmation that they never met each other, but they was flirting through, you know, Messenger. So I'm writing just like him, exactly how he write. Like, pull up with your address, I'm about to come right now. Like, what's up? You got the free? This dumb bitch, like, yeah, I got the free. Boom, she sends her address. Now I'm about to come get you. And at this point, I wasn't even worried about if she had cousins over there, whoever she had over there. At that point, if I had to get jumped, I was getting jumped. I don't care. Like, she has to see my hands, period. They're like, oh, I got panties on for you. I got cute panties on. Excuse me? You got what? You got what? What you got for him? Cute panties. Cute panties for who? Not for my man. No, you don't. No. The only reason why I really beat her up is because I knew that I was going to end it with him, but I had to really let her realize, like, I'm not the one to play with. Men going to cheat regardless, and I'm going to deal with my man. Don't get me wrong. I would never not deal with my man because my man going to get treated. But you going to get treated because you was getting cute. You was acting like you liked me, and you added me being weird. Like, what was your whole point of that? So we end up. So she like, oh, she said the floor, whatever case may be. I'm like, all right, bet. Mind you, I'm writing all this from my iPad. Like, I brought the iPad with me. Like, that's the only way I would have got in contact with her was through the iPad or whatever. So I'm telling my friend, like, yo, like, text her what's the door. So she's texting the door. Her dumb self, she didn't even come outside her house. This is the thing. She didn't even come outside her house. Like, if you go and link somebody and this is your first time linking, I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know you like that. Like, I'm coming outside my house. Like, first of all, I'm going to peek out the hole at least. Like, I'm going to do something to know, like, all right, like, are you actually here? You know what I mean? Like, so I knocked on the door. So I put my hand on the peek hole so she couldn't see that it was me. So she comes to the door. I hear this little bit. She at the door like, stop playing, da 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 da, like such and such. Is you? Somebody didn't say nothing. So she like, hello. I still didn't say nothing. When she opened that door, I snuffed her. Yo. I snuffed her so hard that I know she gagged because she did not think that was going to happen. She thought she was going to get some dick and it said she got a fist to her face. So I snuffed her, we fighting or whatever case may be. So I dragged her outside the house because I didn't know who was in her house and she wasn't about to drag me in there because she was trying to drag me in there. No, I dragged her out and fighting in the hallway. And you know certain projects, it's like the hallway is not that big. So it's like ain't that much space that you could go. So she's gagging because I had the upper hand because as soon as she opened the door, boom, boom, boom. Now we fighting in this small ass hallway. I'm not playing with her. I'm rocking her. And I just feel like when you're more angry, especially if you're the more angrier one in the situation, you black out more. And at that point, I was blacked out. Like, I wasn't even just beating her ass for disrespecting me, but I was just beating her ass because I was just over the relationship between me and him. So all my anger was really just going out on her, and she was just like a punching bag. Her mother come out the door trying to break it up, like, what's going on? So then my best friend come from the thing, like, don't get involved, da-da-da-da, here's and peace. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you want to fight again, we can fight again, period. So she's like, oh, I want to fight, da-da-da-da, you snuck me. Sweetheart, how did I sneak you? You opened a door that my hand was covering. You're dumb. You should have opened that door and swung. First of all, that's like somebody coming to my house and they're holding the peephole and I'm just like, oh girl, stop playing. First of all, nobody's not even saying nothing. So one, I'm gonna think you a criminal because you're not even saying nothing. So now I'm gonna feel like you trying to rob me something. Like, I don't understand why you're not saying nothing. And then on top of that, it's like, if you didn't hear my man's voice, you should have known that it was not my man. But you're dumb because you gave my man your address and little did you know I was the one writing from his page. So you're dumb for giving out your address to a boy you don't know like that. So we fighting again. I'm getting over her, I'm getting with her. So she's gagging because she's not winning. Sweetheart, I don't care how tall you are. I don't care if you beat other people up. You're not beating me. My adrenaline was just pumping. It really takes a lot for me as a person to put my hands on somebody because I'm never like in altercations like that. Like I mostly like am laid back. I'm mostly the friend that tries to diffuse the situation. I never really get involved unless I feel like I have to get involved. Like if my friend is losing, I'm jumping in. I don't care. If I feel like somebody else is about to jump in, I'm jumping in too. Like, I'm sorry, I'm that type of friend. Mother wanna fight me, her mother, y'all. Like, I ain't scared of you, girl. Like, I got a mother too. Like, I get my mother over here. We can all fight. We all can fight. You mad because your daughter got beat up? Why are you home? I thought she had the free. Why are you home? So, what you was gonna do with my man? You was gonna take him to the stairwell? Cut him a little real quick? I don't understand. Me and my friend go back downstairs. So now I'm like heated because you know how you are after a fight, you heated, you just got it on. She scratched me. I had scratches all right here. I'm like, yo, my God, I want to fight her again. Like, while we leave the building, we see a group of people coming. We not paying it no mind. Mind you, not paying it no mind. They walk past us and everything. This bitch gonna come down from the stairs like,
that's her right there. That's her right.
Girl, like, oh, you gonna fight my cousin? You gonna fight my cousin again? Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, so we gonna fight. We gonna fight. My friend was being scared. Like, oh my God, it's not even that deep. Like, girl, what's not deep? Like, are you on my side or are you on this girl's side? She copping it like they already fought. It's not that deep. Her cousin like, no, I want to see it. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, and I can fight you. So she like, all right, you sitting here fighting over dick? I'm not fighting over no dick. I'm not gonna fight that last round. Like, it gave tired. I just like getting a 1D, but it's like, it's mad slow. So it's fighting how we was fighting upstairs. Like, it's tired. We both tired. We both out of breath. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't care. You trying to get cute. Like, I will beat you up again. It's not a problem. She like, all right, I'm going to catch you. Da, 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 da. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, girl, you going to catch me. Like, girl, this is your perfect opportunity to catch me. Like, girl, you got all your family members. It's only me and my friend. So my friend like, let's just leave. I'm like, all right, we could leave. I already beat her up. Like, it's obviously you scared, girl. You scared of all these people. I don't know why you came over here then. So the story is, like, certain situations are not that deep, but at the end of the day, respect is respect. Life update on that iPad. Oh, best believe I threw that shit in the train station and I wrote him a whole paragraph basically telling him no, that I beat this bitch up, and if any of your family members want to fight because I broke that iPad, we can fight. And that's one period, and I'm done with you. So I just want to thank you guys for rocking with me and be safe.